Yo, what's up? I'm Brawn here doing another video for you guys, and this time we've got more listings for upcoming Transformers figures from the Legacy and Studio Series lineup. There's a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. The first listing that I'm going to bring up is the Transformers Generations Legacy Deluxe Class Tarantulas. This is a package refresh. Not much to talk about there, it's just the same thing that we've gotten before, but that's a good thing for me because I don't know if that wave is actually going to come out here. Waves have been kind of sketchy, so a second chance to get a Tarantulas, that's awesome, especially for my Beast Wars Generations collection, so I'm fine with that. The next figure we got is Transformers Generations Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class ShadowStriker. Now, we thought we were going to get ShadowStriker in the Velocitron line, but it turns out that the name was shortened and it was actually going to be Shadow Stripe, or Shadow Strip, and that was the drag strip repaint in the G2 colors. Well, it turns out we are still apparently going to get ShadowStriker in the main line this time around instead of as an exclusive, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm curious exactly what she might be a repaint of. She could be a whole new mold, but considering that the Elita 1 mold is out there, I feel like that could fit a ShadowStriker figure. There's also a Deluxe Class Strongarm in the mix, so apparently we're getting into the Robots in Disguise universe. Or at least that's what we could assume, but this also could very well be the Energon version of Strongarm. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'm kind of hoping that it's the Energon one because it seems like they want to touch up on the Unicron trilogy a little bit more. And, you know, we've seen a lot of listings for them, but I haven't seen a ton of them, or at least as much as it seemed like they wanted to do initially. So I'm not sure exactly which one that's going to be. It just says Deluxe Class Strongarm. There's also a third Deluxe Class Junkion. Yes, they're doing more, and I do believe now that they're Junkions and not just a title name for the characters, much like the Energon monsters turned out to be the, sorry, I'm trying to remember the name, the Pretenders. I kept thinking Protectobots for some reason, but anyways, yeah, it turned out to be them. I thought Junkion, maybe they're just using that name, but no. They are actually going to be apparently Junkions because we have a follow-up listing that clarifies that. Anyways, moving on, we also have Bombshell. Now, apparently we're going to get Scrapnel in the line. We did see a listing for that, and of course we have Kickback, so obviously we're going to get the trio, so that's pretty cool. We also have a Beachcomber figure in the Deluxe Class lineup, because it seems like they're trying to make all the Minicons into Deluxe Class figures, which I'm okay with. Yes, they're short Deluxe Class figures, but, you know, they have the articulation and whatnot. I will say that I'm still happy with the Power of the Prime's Beachcomber, but I did notice its age a little bit with the fact that all the joints are mostly ball joints, and then there's no foot tilt. It's fine as a simple little figure, but I'm curious to see if they up the budget, what it would turn out to be. There's also Detrius. So I think this is the Hound repaint that we've been wanting to see, because when we got the Siege Hound, we wanted that to be repainted as the Junkion. That was an obscure repaint, and that was the Detrius figure. I believe it was turned out into a mercenary, so it was in the line. I believe the card games also had him. So it seemed like everything was hinting that eventually we would get this character, and we just hadn't had that up until seemingly now. So I'm hoping it's that. I'm kind of hoping it's the Siege mold, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is a pre-tool to the Earth version of Hound. Anyways, we also have a Deluxe Class Devcon, which I'm actually kind of surprised that they're not going for the Voyager class, because they have the Sweep mold, and that would work for a Devcon, because if you've noticed, in previous Devcon toys and customs, they're usually repaints of Scourge because there's a lot of similarities to that. But no, this one's going to be a Deluxe Class figure, so I'm very curious to see exactly how that's going to be done. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Scrolling down, we also have a ROBO, what seems to be a Wild Rider figure. Now, I thought maybe this is going to be the Robots in Disguise Wild Rider, and they changed the name back to Wild Rider. But what someone had pointed out is that it might be the G2 colors of Wild Rider, and they're releasing not one, but two G2 colors for some of the Stunticons. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. There's also a listing for a Transformers Generations Legacy Core Class Thundercracker, And I'm so happy to hear about that because we have the Starscream and the Skywarp. I didn't want another resurgence of the Robots in the Skies line where they gave us a Warrior-class Starscream and a Skywarp but did nothing with Thundercracker. So this I'm excited for because Thundercracker is my #1 seeker. Hopefully he has the guns, the proper weapons, and not just that weird clamp thing. Also, there's a listing for a Voyager-class Dirge package refresh. We heard that we were getting a Ramjet, and then this one is the other one from that Amazon exclusive 2-pack. So yes, they are coming for retail releases, and I'm happy about that because the Amazon exclusive set, I tried to pre-order that, they never sent it out, so I'm happy that we're finally getting this. It kind of makes me hope that the Prowl figure we're hearing about is actually going to be the G1 Prowl, because we had the listing beforehand. Some people speculate it's going to be animated or something else, and I'm fine with that too, but considering that now we have an Ironhide, Dirge, Ramjet, and those were in the Earthrise packs that a lot of people couldn't get, a Prowl figure would be nice. Anyways, moving on, we also have Scraphook. Now, this one kind of gives us an idea of what's going on with the Junkions. Now, some people are speculating that Scraphook is actually going to be the retitled name for Scrap Heap, and I can understand that. I'm kind of hoping it's a new Junkion figure. I'm kind of hoping that it comes with a hook, like a pirate hook. That'd be nice, but it might be Scrap Heap. Just, pointing that out. And yes, this was apparently going to be the first Deluxe class Junkion figure that we were going to get, so it seems like the rest of the Junkions are actually going to be Junkions, which I'm totally fine, and that makes sense with the Detrius figure coming out. There's also, for Studio Series, an 86 version of Frenzy, so this is the black and red version. But, because some people are picky about which one's blue and red. But, yes, we're going to get both of them, so you don't have to worry too much about it. You could call them whatever you want. You could call it Bob and not Bob. I don't know. Anyways, we're also getting a Core Class 86 Ironhide, which I knew we were going to get. Some people are really upset that, oh, why is Ratchet a Core Class, but Ironhide's a Voyager? I don't know, maybe it's because we're going to get the other two anyways, and they didn't want to put two Voyager, two Ironhides in one wave, or two Ratchets in one wave? I don't know. But anyways, yes, we are going to get a Core Class Ironhide. We're also apparently going to get a Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn, and I'm very happy about that. I don't know if he's going to die, but yeah, we're getting a Brawn figure, and I'm excited for that because I wanted a new version of Brawn. I like the Titans Returns one, but after what they did with Studio Series and the Bumblebee movie, I'm open to a new Brawn, so I'm happy about that. We're also getting the Voyager class Ratchet. Like I said, obviously we're getting the repaint, so yes, something's beeping in the background. I do apologize for that. But yes, we are getting a Voyager class Ratchet, so that's cool. And then there's also a bunch of other listings for, they just say capsule. I think these are just, titles and nothing's really set in stone for them, so they just kind of have it open. So capsule 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's also another one. And then there's a 5th one that's a package refresh. And then there's a Leader Class 1, another Leader Class, and a Voyager Class 1. But that's not all. That's not all the listings we've got. We actually had even more. So we got a Transformers Generation Studio Series Voyager Class War for Cybertron Megatron. So I'm hoping that this does confirm that we're getting the War for Cybertron games in the Studio Series lineup. And I'm fine with that because it means that they're going to be likely more accurate to the actual in-game version rather than just a reconfiguration like the Prime characters. So yeah, it seems like we're getting a Voyager class Megatron, and I'm happy about that because the last one we had anywhere near that was a Deluxe class toy that couldn't properly hold weapons, so I'm totally fine with this. And then we're also getting a TF7 Warrior, so this is a code name. This is going to be a Voyager class figure for Rise of the Beast. Another figure we're going to get is a TF7 Core class Hydra. Not entirely too sure about that. It's not Hydra from, Captain America. It's just, a code name. And then we're also getting a Transformers Generation Studio Series Core Class Bumblebee, which is no surprise. If you saw the Laserbeak, obviously that's going to be remade into the Bumblebee figure. So what do you guys think? I'm sorry I messed up so many times, but there were so many listings that I needed to get through. So with that out of the way, what do you guys think? What are you excited for? Please comment below. Let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time. Hello, what's up? I'm Brawn here doing another video for you guys, and this time we just all of a sudden had a bunch of more Interesting choice of words there. Hello, what's up? I'm Brawn. You're doing another video for you guys, and this time we got
Allspark TV. Now that's just prime.